I came to a point where I realized that my work had outgrown the container that I built for it. Hey y'all, Samara Stone here. And I have been waiting a long time to make this video. I've wanted to share this with you for quite some time. And honestly, I think I needed to fully live it before I could name it and share it and talk about it. But today I am ready to talk to you about the story behind Full Grown, what it really means to me, where it came from, and why I knew it was time for me to make this kind of a change, right? I knew that it was time for a shift. Because this isn't just about a new look. Especially, I've had this brand for a few years now, but didn't quite know what to do with it. So this isn't about just a new name or a new look. This really is a homecoming of all the pieces of myself that have been slowly coming together over the years. So I'll start by talking about the work before the work. You see, for the past 20 years, I have been deep in doing this work. I have helped hundreds of therapists and coaches build businesses and brands that just honor the best of who they are and feel like home. I have helped them to build their confidence so they can show up fully and just serve from their full heart, right? And doing work that's meaningful. I've been a professor, helping social work students grow. I've been a consultant all across corporate spaces and a keynote, a speaker. I've done all of the things, right? But underneath every title that I've had, there's been one thing that's constant. I was always helping people build lives that felt like theirs, something they could own. And the truth is, while I was doing that work for other people, I was also kind of doing that work for myself. Through the divorce experience I had, through becoming a mother early on and rebuilding and reimagining my life and my business over and over again, remarrying and finding a way to choose peace in my life and minimizing the need to be perfect and overperform. And eventually I came to a point where I realized that my work had outgrown the container that I built for it. So Perfected Practice, that is the brand that allowed me to serve mental health professionals for over a decade. And we built some bold, beautiful brands. Folks launched beautiful businesses there. And I love it. I love it. But I realized that it had run its course. And not because it wasn't working. I really have helped so many people and still do. But it was evolving. The women I felt called to serve weren't just those that were mental health professionals. And some of them weren't just trying to build businesses. Some of these women were beginning to reclaim new parts of themselves. They were navigating menopause, changing their marriage and figuring out what to do with their bodies. Some of them were experiencing grief and loss, all while trying to hold down careers or build businesses and manage the expectations of everybody else around them. And I realized that more than just strategy, Black women that are in the midlife space need softness. We need room for sovereignty. And so that's what Full Grown means to me. Full Grown started to rise out of me, not just as a brand or even as a pivot, but a calling to support Black women in creating a lifestyle that allows them to thrive fully. And I don't just mean in business, I mean in life and in love. It's what happens when you've lived enough to know what really matters, that you can start honoring those parts of yourself that are most important. This brand is for Black women that are finished shrinking and hiding, right? Making like they don't care or trying to prove to themselves that they're good enough or prove to others anything at all. Tired of carrying things that were really never ours to hold. This is for folks that are brave enough to say, I am still evolving and I deserve a support, a community in a place that sees all of me. And so the Full Grown life, it is not about chasing perfection. I can tell you that right now. It's about building a business that honors your boundaries, right? It's about reclaiming a part of your sensuality and softness, right? That womanhood that's a part of who you are. It's about being seen and allowing yourself to be nourished and celebrated, right? And so what you're going to find here on this channel as we're moving forward is a space that we will talk about business, but from an aligned space, one that really fits your life and not you trying to fit life around your business, right? We're going to talk about how to maximize what's needed for you to grow from a financial and entrepreneurial perspective. We're going to talk about wellness and what this body is doing now that is, got 4 decades on it, and how to make that work. We're even going to talk about relationships and love and what it means to choose you and then allow, a whole heart space to expand for you to grow in that area. We are going to talk about freedom and fun and travel and joy, because I've been doing so much of that in the last 10 years. So we're going to talk about that too. And we're going to meet all kinds of bold and beautiful Black women that are doing amazing things, because I'm inviting my friends. Every video is going to be a space for you to grow, right? The kind that helps you scale your business, yes, but also the kind that helps you set your soul free. So I want you to consider this a little invitation. If you've been a part of my community since the Perfected Practice days, thank you so much. You were a part of the soil that has helped this new branch grow. And if you're just finding me right now, if this is your very first time coming across anything I've done, welcome. It's nice to meet you. You are right on time. You have made it to the Full Grown party. I have created Full Grown for all of us. So whether you met me long ago, you're going to find the spirit of what I'm doing is still the same. And if you're meeting me right now, I promise to make a space for you to find wisdom and healing. Okay? Make a space for you to find inspiration so that you can be visible without feeling like you have to perform, right? A space where you can choose alignment over hustle, right? Joy over this sense of obligation. So this is designed not to just be content. I really want to connect with things that are meaningful for Black women in this stage of life. So walk with me. Go ahead and subscribe. Watch a few videos. There's stuff in here in the archives from the Perfected Practice days. Join the email list at befullgrown.com. Get in line with what's on its way, because we have mapped out something so bold, so beautiful, so intentional for this season of life, and I want you to be a part of it. So the Full Grown life is already here. It belongs to me, and it's yours too. Take good care of yourself, and let's grow.